The reason why it was a problem that Marxist ideas were beginning to set in.
History tells us that the South seceded from the Union. But why? What was the main factor for the South succeeding from the Union? It's not what you were taught in the schools. Check this out.
The reason why it was a problem that Marxist ideas were beginning to set in was that those ideals were not reminiscent of Western tradition or Christian tradition. In fact, the ideals sought to completely overthrow those values in a time where our politics were already fractured. This, in tandem with the existence of Southern slavery, which up until that point existed all over the world, created the opportunity for Marxist ideals to play a subversive role, especially in our Congress, when it came to the forming of our country. By the mid-19th century, things were coming to a head in Congress as politicians were becoming more and more radicalized, insisting on expanding the role of the federal government. And because of this, the South was threatening on numerous occasions to secede from the Union. And finally, after the election of Abraham Lincoln, they did just that.
So agitation between the South and the North was greatly elevated due to Marxist ideals that permeated through the minds of leaders in the North. So let me read this to you. It says, Karl Marx and his followers analyzed the conflict of the South and the North, between the South and the North, as a struggle between chattel slavery and free wage labor, viewing the North's victory as a necessary step for historical progress. So perhaps if it wasn't for the practice or belief in Marxist ideology, the Civil War may have never happened, and so many hundreds of thousands of lives wouldn't have been lost. Perhaps.